everyone, so I'm gonna just kind of do it old school. I'm gonna put on my makeup, chit chat. It's kind of like an Instagram live, except this isn't live and I'm not on Instagram. I will put all the information about what makeup I'm using and brushes if I have that info. Some of the brushes I think I'm grabbing are so old there's no name for them, but any information that I have I'll put in the description box, so if I don't mention it, just look down there. Let me put my hair back. I have all my skincare on and my sunscreen on. I'm gonna run some errands. So I thought we'd just do like an old-fashioned kind of chit-chat, catch-up sort of thing. I'm filming this on Sunday, December 1st. It's crazy that it is December because it just doesn't feel like winter at all. The kids just left yesterday. They flew back to Oxford to finish up the semester. It is not that bad to say goodbye to them after Thanksgiving because they come back so soon after finals. Finals go a little later technically this year for Ole Miss. If you don't know me, by the way, hi, my name is Marnie and I have foundation dotted all over my face, and the foundation is Clinique Even Better in the shade Breeze. And I'm using a BK Beauty Brush 101. Love this brush. So both my kids go to Ole Miss. One is a freshman and one is a senior. Oh. And usually they get out pretty early, like the first week or so, first 10 days of December, but it's going a tiny bit later, and I'm not entirely sure when they're coming back. I mean, I know when the last day of finals is. Jake is only taking 2 real classes this semester. His last 2 required classes to complete his degree, actually. And I don't really think they have finals. I think they have papers, so it just sort of depends on when he feels like getting it done and turning them in is when he's done. And then Shane, I think, is done early, like the Tuesday of finals week, but I don't know why. You guys really don't care. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Anyway, they'll be home by mid-December, which is very exciting. Jake is basically done. He could have graduated in December, but we told him, I know this sounds crazy, but we said, you know what? You already have a young birthday. You're a June birthday. Your apartment lease is through May anyway. You're involved in stuff on campus and in the community that I know that we knew that he wanted to stay involved with in the spring. So go ahead, audit a class, take a like fun class, like weightlifting or something. Take a gap semester, so to speak, on campus. Enjoy your last semester before you go on to law school. So that is what he is doing, but he's done. We're very happy and proud of him. And, Shane's just kind of getting started. So that is exciting. Now, I have been doing my under eyes differently, but I've been purging and cleaning, and I'm going to bring it back old school and pull out an oldie but goodie, my MAC Radiant Prep and Prime highlighting pen in the shade Radiant Rose. If you've been around for a while, this will look familiar. I just felt like bringing it back, so here it is. And I just have been tired pretty much for like a year straight. Like, no particular reason why. Just not getting the sleep I need. Been trying a variety of things to get that to happen, and nothing is really working. Let me know if this happens to you. So I have no problem falling asleep. That has never been an issue, out like a light. And then I will wake up, my eyeballs will pop open somewhere between 1 and 3 most nights. No reason particular why. Sometimes my mind is just caught on stressing about something that in the light of day would never stress me out, but in the middle of the night will fixate on the most random, silly thing. And then to compound it, I will start stressing out that, oh my gosh, I can't fall asleep and I'm not going to get enough sleep and I'm going to be so tired and I need to do XYZ tomorrow and I'm going to look like crap and I'm going to have a headache and I'm not going to feel good. And then I start getting anxiety because I know I'm not going to get enough sleep, and that starts stressing me out. So then now I really can't sleep. And it's this crazy cycle. I know this happens to you because I've talked about this with my friends and the same thing happens to them. I at least have overcome that part because I have learned that even with a handful of hours of sleep, I will not die. I will be okay. I can get through the day. I can fake looking alive. And based on the nature of what I do for a living, I can sort of crash early or take a little nap, although I've never actually taken a nap, but knowing that I can, if I needed to, is just sort of enough to get me through the day. And I'm not performing brain surgery or doing anything that requires extreme concentration, so I'm okay. So I thought I would actually do a video later this month on ways I have come to fake looking awake based on the power of makeup and other great skincare products, because I'm getting pretty good at it. Some days are better than others. Some days you just can't. Some days you just are going to have to accept that you're going to look like The Walking Dead, and that's okay. Those are days I don't film. So let's talk empty nesting. So now that I've got almost a semester of empty nesting under my belt, and don't tune out if you have little kids, because I know that you are in the stage where you cannot even fathom not having your babies with you, and you're either cannot wait for that moment to happen, or it is horrifying to you. So let me tell you, you will not die. It is not horrifying. It's actually pretty fun. I thought it was going to be horrible. I really did. I mean, I adore my husband, and I was looking forward to alone time with him, but I also thought my life would have no meaning, and I would be in the fetal position and lonely and sad. Well, the truth is, it's really like being a newlywed all over again. Except now you have more of a budget, or you're not as limited by budget, hopefully, at this stage in your life as you were when you were first married. So it's kind of awesome. And as excited as I was to have both the boys home for the first time since they left in August, and it was really nice, don't get me wrong, we also learned that we were very used to doing our own thing and having our own routine and having a clean house. Yeah, and also learned that it was weird having them back. So when they both left Saturday night, it was kind of like, I have my house back. So that's where I am in my life. I don't think that makes me a terrible mother. It just makes me realize that I've moved on. I've moved on to the next stage where I'm really happy when they're home, but I'm okay when they leave. Okay, point of this video is not just to catch up with y'all, but also just to play with some new makeup and to show you some of the things I've been doing differently with my makeup routine. And so one of those is I've really been doing contouring a lot lately. Not every single video that you've seen, but I'd say the majority in the last month and a half, and I'm just about ready to order another one of these. This is the contour wand, and it'd be nice if it were open, hang on. I don't love that I get my fingers filthy every time you open this, so I wish they would do something different. So this is nothing new. Putting it all up here. That part, and I better buff it in fast because I use the IT Cosmetics brush for this. I dab and then I blend. And if you want it darker, just pile on more. It does dry relatively quickly, so my advice is to not let it sit for too long. But what I'm doing a little differently, other than using it consistently, is I've been contouring my nose. Well, a few of you have noted that I look a little thinner, and I have lost a little weight. I think it's this. I think it's the contouring. And so for the nose, excuse me while I look in the mirror over here, I just basically follow the shadows on the sides of my nose, and then kind of just go along the edge of the tip here, try to shade it in, just to pretend like my nose is actually thinner than it is. Isn't that cute? It's a cute look. It depends. I use kind of either end. I like this double-ended. I think it's literally called the dual complexion brush, which is handy. So I'll start with the little side and kind of just blend it in. Now I know this looks nuts. Just wait till I powder and bronze and stuff like that. Blend it in more with the wider tip. Look, it's a skinny, straight nose. All right, I'm just gonna powder it right quick. I'll be right back. This was sent to me in PR. It's from Bare Minerals. It's their Bare Glow Face Palette. It's a bronzer, blush, and highlight. Bronzer's a little too dark for me, but if you use a light hand, it'll be fine. Especially with this fluffier brush from BK Beauty. Just sweeping it basically everywhere that I put the contour. I'm not going crazy with bronzer. It's December. Nobody's gonna believe I have a tan. And then I'm skipping the blush from here because there's another one I want to play with. But I am using the highlighter. I like this kind of soft, warm gold shade. It's not crazy bright, and it's not an icy gold, but it's light enough that I can wear it. And the blush that I am going for is also from PR. Buxom sent me a bunch of blushes, and the one that I'm really liking, it's their Wanderlust blush. Is this the shade? Yes. No. Wanderlust blush in the shade Seychelles. Seashells? It's an island. And I'm going to use my Flower Beauty blush brush that I have yet to be able to find on any website, I think. But I found it in store. That's where I bought it, at Walmart. Doesn't this look just like the NARS blush brush? That's, you know, far more expensive. Love this thing. I'm gonna do my brows off camera because there's not much to do. And then I'm gonna play with a new eye palette. Very happy. I mean, you've seen me wear it, but you've never seen me apply it. I'll be right back. I am back, brows are on, and we are going to play with this palette. I recommended it in my November favorites called Going Coconuts from ColourPop, and based on, well, your recommendations, and I'd also seen it myself, the new, is it Bare Necessities palette? I placed that order today, actually, and there was no expedited shipping available, so when it gets here, you'll hear about it. All right, so this is what it looks like. So pretty. I love these colors. I haven't used all of them yet. I'm gonna go with a very basic daytime look. I'm gonna start with Culotta here in the crease. More than likely gonna end up with this middle shade on the lid, and then probably this shade here in the outer corner. We shall see. Keeping it pretty basic. Actually, I lied. I am going to start with Lovely Bunch right here in the crease. Let's start with that. This has just been a really easy go-to palette to just slap on. And I admit that's kind of what I look for in a palette. I don't want to have to think about it. I don't want to have to work with it. But I'm curious. When you all are looking for a palette or any kind of eyeshadow, what are you looking for? Is it the shades? Obviously it's the shades, but what sort of shades do you like? Do you like more creative looks? Do you like playing with color? Do you want something that's just more go-to, slap on, out the door, let's go? I'm curious what draws you to an eyeshadow palette. I admittedly am really just a neutrals girl. Always will be, always have been. I'm actually going to blend a little bit of this out with, I think it's called Shredder. It's this ivory, beigey tan shade. All right, with my finger, I'm getting that middle shade, very reflective. Putting that all over the lid. This is literally what I would do to wear to walk out the door, because that's exactly what I'm doing. As soon as I'm done filming, I am running to Michael's. I am a firm believer in one holiday at a time, so I'm just blending. So we're done with Thanksgiving. It's December 1st, pulled down all the fall stuff, starting to put up the winter Hanukkah stuff. I'm trying to kind of go all out. I have a friend who's going to help me make it a little more, just zhuzh it up a little bit. I placed a couple of orders. I'm going in with this darker kind of shiny color here. Where was I? Placed a couple orders for some stuff on Amazon, and I don't know if we're going to film it together or what, but at some point in this month, I will have a little video on my updated winter/Hanukkah decor. So I'm going to Michael's to pick up some stuff, hopefully, to kind of flush out the rest of my decor. I've been watching videos on how to tie a velvet bow. I've ordered some wreaths and stuff. I want to kind of spice them up a little bit. I think I figured this out. I'm not a crafty person, but I'm kind of inspired. I want it all done. We have some visitors coming in from out of town this weekend, so I kind of want to get the majority of it, if not all of it, done this weekend, before this weekend. But I definitely want to get it all done before the kids come home. Let me blend with a clean brush back to the fluffier BK. So simple. And then a pencil brush with that original crease shade, which is a lovely bunch. There's a little bit of fallout on this, not a ton. A lot, actually. That's not a lot with this darker shade. Easily taken care of if you just tap off the brush before you put it anywhere near your face. I think the color payoff and the pigmentation on this palette is spectacular, I should say. Especially for what I pay out. I think this was under 20 for this palette. The only thing is, if you don't line it up just right, it doesn't close. So make sure you do that. I'm just gonna throw in some eyeliner. Still the Flower Beauty Vinyl Gel Eyeliner in Bronzed Out is by far my favorite. And I literally just hold it basically sideways and run it along the base of my lashes and stop where my eyelid stops. Like, that's it. That's all I do. Probably should have curled my lashes first. I'm pretty sure that eye lift thing I did a few months ago is done. And I'm not going to say never again, but it's highly unlikely I will ever do that again. I just don't think that was not my cup of tea. Okay, more PR. L'Oreal sent me their lash primer, their voluminous primer, and then they sent me their voluminous original mascara, which I've tried. I can't remember if I liked. I think I do. But then they also sent it to me in green. Why not? They did say in the little mailer that the green will stand out if you put the primer on first. So, it's a Sunday. Not that should make a difference. It's not like I'm going into an office. But let's give it a go, shall we? I don't think this is going to work. There's no way you're going to see green. Maybe on the tips. Maybe. All right, let's give this a go. I know years ago they came out with a burgundy one. That would be more my speed with green eyes, green blue eyes, but let's try green. This is so weird. Okay. I am not seeing it. On me, this is looking black. I don't know on camera what you see. I see black. Do we see anything? I don't know. I will say it separates nicely. I think that's the primer. I think I still like Lash Paradise better. I don't know if I can give a fair assessment of how I feel about this. I'm just going to not use the primer and use it straight up on the bottom lashes. And normally I do bottom. Oop, got a big chunk there. Normally I do bottom first. Got more chunky there. We'll have to address that when the video's over. So I have nothing to deal with that here. Let me do the other eye. I shall return. It's mascara. I don't know if I see green. Let me know in the comments. All right, so one of the things from the Sephora sale back in November, last 2 days ago was November. Okay, the Buxom, I can't remember, something, it was a gift set. It was 2 lip liners and 6 of these little guys. And that was one of the things I really wanted. This is a funny story. I went to like 3 Sephoras. They were sold out in all the stores. They were sold out online. I was kind of bummed. I'm like, oh, well, I'm sure it'll come back in stock. I'll just buy it full price. It's a good deal even at full price. I come home from my Houston trip. Guess what shows up in PR? The kit. So thank you, Buxom. That was totally random because I wasn't on their PR really before. So let's give it a shot. This is one of the lip liners. This is in Dolly Danger. And I don't think the lip liner tingles. I know that's a ridiculous thing to say. I know their lip glosses, there's no reason why lip liner should tingle, right? It's very creamy. It goes on very, very smoothly. And then there are 6 versions of there's their cream, their lip cream, that's like a full solid shade. Let's go with Dolly since that's, I think, the name of the lips. There's lots of different colors. It's a really cute set, I have to say. Yeah, this is the full-on lip cream, and then there's lip polish. So this is, what did I grab? Dolly in the lip cream. And these guys tingle. Do they make your lips plumper? No. Just Juvederm. That'll make your lips plumper. It's been a while since I've done that. Has it been 2 years? At least it's been a while, right? Whenever I did that video was when I did it. And I kind of want to do it again. I said I wasn't going to, but I kind of want to do it again. Ooh, I'm feeling the burn. I like this. I didn't think this was going to work with red, but I'm kind of liking this look. All right, well, that is my easy, kind of fun, throw it all on, playing with new makeup and PR. I don't know what we're calling this video, but by the time you're watching this, the thumbnail and the title will tell you. Look, I hope you enjoyed this. It was fun giving you a little catch up on what's going on in my life. Not a whole lot. That's what's going on. Welcome to December. No Vlogmas, if you're still here. No Vlogmas this year. Just isn't going to fit with all the stuff that's going on in our lives. But I do have lots of fun videos planned. So please make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any of that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.